Hey guys, it's Olu from Beckley Rose Property Solution. In today's video, I'm going to go through the cost of setting up a corporate let or rent-to-rent business. I've seen lots of videos online on rent-to-rent, corporate let, and saying that it costs little to no money. I want to be transparent about that myth and really show the true cost of setting up one of these corporate let businesses. We've been in business for over 1 year and have been successful in taking over management of multiple properties. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please take the time to hit the subscribe button and the notification button to be notified every time we post a new video. And don't forget to share and like this video. But let's get started. So now I'm going to switch to our Excel tracker where we track all our business expenses. This will show you what the true cost of setting up a corporate let business is. When going through the cost, I'm going to split it into two different types of costs: fixed and variable. Fixed is what I class as mandatory cost to set up a corporate let business. Variable will fluctuate based on your activity and your type of business. So this is the Excel that we use to track our cost on a month-by-month basis. We also use this Excel to track our profit on each of our properties. But for this video, we're going to be focusing on the cost to set up a corporate let business. So the first cost that you should sort of consider is the cost to register your company. We pay £12 through Company House to register our company ourselves. You can either register it yourself, or there's lots of companies out there that can register the company for you. The next type of cost that you have is your ICO. That's the Information Commissioner Office. Because you're going to be dealing with a lot of people's data, to stay compliant, you need to register for ICO. This will cost you approximately around £40. The next type of cost that you have is PRS, the Property Redress Scheme, which you pay around £132 for. You should see PRS as the independent ombudsman. Because you're going to be dealing with a lot of tenants, if you have any conflicts, you can go through PRS. The next type of cost that you should consider is related to RLA, which is the Residential Landlord Association, which you'll pay around £80 for. The next cost that you should consider is your insurance. So we pay £23. This is for our public liability, our indemnity, our employee insurance. So those are the fixed costs that are related to ensuring that you have a compliant corporate let rent-to-rent business. The next type of cost that you should consider, fixed cost that you should consider, is related to your G Suite. So what this is your professional email address, your Google Drive, which we pay £9 per month. The next type of cost that you should also take into consideration, fixed cost, is related to your logo and website. We paid £120 to get a logo designer to design our logo. Now, you can do this yourself through Canvas or through Fiverr. You can find a logo designer who can design it cheaper than that, but we paid £120 for ours. The next cost is setting up our website, which we pay £61 to Wix for 2 years. So we created and designed our website ourselves. We live in a generation that the first thing people do when they hear about your business is go to Google and search your business. If you don't have a website, you're just not professional and you can lose a lot of business. After that, you've got your mobile phone. So due to the fact that we do a lot of calls to landlords, receive a lot of phone calls from landlords and agents, we pay £6 for a SIM-only contract, which allows us to use as our business phone. So those are the fixed costs to set up a corporate let business. So let's just quickly recap. £13 to set up a company, £40 one-off annual payment for joining ICO, one-off annual payment of £132 for joining the Property Redress Scheme, a one-off annual payment of £79 for joining the RLA. For your insurance, so that's indemnity, public liability, you're looking at £23 per month. The cost of getting a designer to do your logo, we paid £120. You could probably do that cheaper. The cost for getting Wix membership for 2 years is £60. the cost for G Suite, so that's your professional email address, your Google Drive to store all your information and data, is £9.20 per month. And the cost for your SIM only, unlimited calls, you're looking at around £6. So the total cost over the 12 months, you're looking at around £850. So now let's move over to your variable costs, which will vary based on the amount of activity you have in your business. So going through the variable cost, the first variable cost that we have is training. We spend around $1,500 on training. So I've worked as an auditor and a consultant. Prior to getting that job, I had to do a lot of training, going to university, doing accounting courses. If you're really taking this corporate-led business seriously, I would definitely recommend getting some sort of training. Now, we spent $1,500. Maybe you might not want to spend that much, but I would advise you to put some money aside, if that's £200, £500, just to ensure that you have the right training and you know what you're doing. So the next variable cost that we have is related to our business landline. We have a 01 number, which gives a professional feel for your company, which costs us £20 per annum, plus around, I believe, 1 pence per or 2 pence per minute when you receive a phone call to that business line. The next sort of cost, which is really important and we spend quite a bit on, is stamps. So we do a lot of our marketing through direct to landlords. So you're going to spend quite a bit of money on getting stamps, and you also see office supplies. So buying letters to send those letters directly to landlords within our area. Also, another important type of cost is your land registry. Whenever you have the detail or address of a particular property, you can go on the land registry. You pay £3 per information request to get the information and details of the landlord. So you can see we spent quite a bit of money on requesting landlord information to be able to send those direct to landlord marketing. So those are really the variable costs that I would say will fluctuate based on the volume of business that you have. So in the last year, we spent approximately around $2,500 on those variable costs. So if we look at our first year cost of running a corporate-led business, not taking into consideration the refurbishment and the other costs associated to a property, it cost us £850 fixed and $2,500 on the variable. So in total, $3,350 to run our corporate-led business for just 1 year. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I've tried to be as transparent as possible in terms of the cost of setting up a corporate-led rent-to-rent business. It is important to know the cost of setting up a business before getting into the business. If that means you save up that money up front or finding investors to fund your business. So I hope you've enjoyed the content. Please like the video, and any questions, please put in the comment section and I will respond. In the coming weeks, I'll be sure to upload a video on the true cost of the refurbishments. So as I mentioned, we've taken management of multiple properties. I would like to show what that return on investment is for those properties. Thank you for your time. Stay safe and God bless.
Beckley Rose Property Solutions, the master key of property management.